Hi, this is Ryan from Galaxy Toys and Collecting Cosmos. Today I'm going to review the Disney Premium Elite almost 12-inch action figures. Here's a quick look at the boxes. As you can see, they're very similar to the regular Elite Series die-cast. The boxes are the same color, the backgrounds are the same color, same idea. The back of each box highlights some of the features that each figure has. The front showing that it has 30 plus points of articulation. Not much difference from box to box. They're all nice open window boxes showing off all the accessories and the clothing. I'll start with the Rey here. As you can see, she stands up really well on her own. Very solid footing, which is something we can't say about the die-cast Elite series that we've seen before. She comes with several weapons. She has her staff, Luke's lightsaber, her lightsaber, or Anakin's lightsaber, however you want to put it, her gun, and a couple of extra sets of hands. Oh, and she comes with a backpack, and I've got to say, this is the first figure I bought of Rey where the backpack actually fits on her. And all those Hasbro ones, I could never get it to stay on. And even the die-cast Elite series, it just kind of hangs on one shoulder for her. Here, it could go on. It's kind of nice. It's very we have done hair and everything there. We have a nice cloth outfit. It boasts over 30 points of articulation, which, you know, full head movement, elbow, shoulder, wrist, knees, ankle, even toe. Here, I'll show you right there. So you can tell those boots are not just boots put on there, but they're actually part of the molded figure. Lots of different poses. The likeness doesn't look much like the actress, but it's still a pretty nice figure. I would say this is a good successor. If you ever wanted a Hasbro-style 12-inch for Force Awakens, this might be what you would go with. Next, we're going to look at Kylo Ren here. I've set him up. Again, he stands really well, which is something we can't say about those old Hasbro 12-inch. They like to fall a lot. He does come with 2 extra fists. They look like they're actually done as fists, not to hold anything, and an unlit lightsaber hilt, not for any blade to go in. He does have his lit lightsaber. Full cloth cloak and everything. It has wire in the end of the cloak here, so you can bend it how you want, and in the hood, which is a nice touch, so you don't have those weird-looking hoods. Sorry, let's show you the hood here, yes. So there in the hood, we can see that actually goes. One of the problems here is this just sticks up. There's not much I can do about it without doing work to it, but it kind of looks like he's flowing in the wind a little bit. A couple complaints that I do have about these. As you can see, I still have the twist tie sticking out the back, because Disney decided to go ahead and kind of run these through around the waist. On Rey, I couldn't get out of her, so I just cut it off. So it's still inside there. The other thing is they use like little fabric ties to put this in to the packaging, but you can just basically cut off the ends. You can't pull it out all the way. Articulation's nice. As you can see, I've got him in a nice stance, and he stands up very solidly. He's not kind of turning over. Full wrist, elbow, shoulder, head, waist, knee, ankle, hip articulation. Really well done. Like I said, a nice successor to the Hasbro 12-inch, if you will. So next up we have Princess Leia. And I know Carrie Fisher's on our minds a lot here lately. So it's kind of sad to have to open this up at this point. But it's a decent doll. I think her hair buns are a little overdone. They seem to stick out maybe a little too far. The likeness is okay. I think it's better than some of the Hasbro likenesses we've got. One of the complaints I do have, and Rey had this too, is you've got these little ties in her hair. I don't know what they're for. On Rey, I cut them out. On this one, I went ahead and left them in. The detail on the belt is nice. I like the pleating on the dress to make it work right. The detailing on the gun is very nice. Again, she comes with an extra set of hands and a Stormtrooper blaster. Extremely poseable. As you can see, I've got her in a nice dynamic pose here, and she holds like that. It's not needing a doll stand or anything, which is quite impressive. In the clothes, it's just the white gown, not too much to do. If we wanted to put up the hood, we can do so, and it looks okay. It's not the best, but it doesn't have wire in the hood like Kylo Ren did, but it works all right. On the Leia, this was the only figure I actually used the detachable hands to replace the hand. It actually took me 2 pair of pliers to get the piece out of the wrist so that I could use it. It comes out of the limb easily enough, but not out of the wrist very easily. So unless you have to change it, I don't recommend changing these out. Finally, we have from these first two waves, Darth Vader. Now, if you know me, you know I'm a big Darth Vader fan, so I was excited to get this as to how it would work out. The detail's actually pretty darn good on it. Looks like it's supposed to be more of a New Hope Vader with the robe over the shoulder armor. The chest plate's more of a New Hope styling. The cape is attached to the inner robe. Looks like it could easily be undone, but it's also attached to the inner robe up here, which is probably a good idea because it looks like the cape just wants to fall back. When I pulled mine out, the head did pop off, but it popped right back on. He does come with a lightsaber hilt that you can actually put on his belt like I have here. He does come with a lit lightsaber and alternate hands. The alternate hands also come with the rest of the glove. I have not redone the hands, but it looks like they're maybe supposed to be just done for the these specific hands. It'll fit right or something like that. I'm kind of surprised that we needed the alternate rest of the glove there. Like I said, though, the detail looks good. I think this is a step up from what we saw from Hasbro. The cape is a nice, thick material. And he falls over. It's actually really nice. I was surprised when I pulled this out. He didn't have the problem with a twist tie going into his back. He was actually attached to his package with cloth. I forgot to mention with the Princess Leia that her twist tie actually came right on out. It didn't have to get stuck inside like the Force Awakens. So maybe they learned that for Wave 2. Now I'll compare him to some other 12-inch Vader releases so you can see the difference. Just another quick note here. I actually detached the cape from the inner robes. It actually comes out quite a ways. And it hangs, I think, a little bit better. So I do suggest go ahead and clipping that from the inner robes so it will look better. I would leave it clipped up here onto the inner robes up top just because it looks like it's going to hold the cape in place better. Now, obviously, this new Disney Vader isn't going to compare very well to the Hot Toys Vader or even the Sideshow Vader. But at the same time, the Hot Toys Vader was $250. The Sideshow was, I think, $250. And this is $35. The detailing is still pretty darn good for it. I think a better comparison might be if we compare it to the Hasbro Revenge of the Sith Darth Vader, which is pretty similar to the previous Vaders they released other than the very first one. The Hasbro one has oversized hands by far, and his helmet's pretty much oversized, whereas on this new Disney Vader, his helmet is much more regular size. His hands seem much more normal. And I actually think the material on this new Disney Vader for its clothing is much better than what we got on Hasbro. So in the end, I would actually recommend these dolls, action figures, or whatever you want to call them. I always liked the 12-inch series. I have all the vintage 12-inch, are some of my favorite. And the Hasbro 12-inch series was always fun to collect. These seem to be a little bit more detailed and just a little bit better than what we were getting out of the Hasbro 12-inch before they left and came back with our shampoo bottle friends we seem to get now. These are much in that vein. Like I said, a little more detail. I think the clothing is very nice and very well done. I would recommend them. They sell for $35 each. I don't know. I got these for about $25 each with a sale. They were definitely worth the $25 I paid for them. They're a definite step up from their Elite Series die-cast brothers and sisters, as they do stand on their own quite well. I know most of us complain those die-casts like to fall over quite a bit. I would recommend picking these up. These are fun. These are great action figures or dolls, whatever you want to call them. Like I said, they're a great successor to that old Hasbro 12-inch line that we haven't had for quite a while. Thank you for watching this episode on our Disney Premium Elite Series 12-inch dolls or action figures, whatever you want to call them. I don't have anything planned for my next review. If there's anything you'd like to see me review, please put it in the comments below. Thank you for watching.